First of all, my name is Najwa binti BAHARIN. Next is NAZIRA HAZWANI binti HAMINOZAIN, NADHIRAH binti ZARKHSI, and NOOR FATIN binti MAHMMUD.
Firstly, the company that we have chosen is Aeon company. Generally, Aeon company has established as a leading chain of GMS and supermarket. What is GMS? GMS is the market leader in Malaysia. The important to forecast the variable of Aeon company, it is because the company has been further enhanced of target in needs.
Our research objectives are, first, to study the pattern of Aeon's performance, to determine the most suitable model to forecast Aeon the best, to forecast the future Aeon's performance, and lastly, to compute model error using the model estimation process.
Next, for the data description, we choose to start forecasting close-ended data from 26 October 2020 to 22 October 2021 based on data acquired from Aeon Company stock price for previous year in a daily format. There are 245 data sets where the dependent variable of this forecasting is the amount of stock price, where the independent variable is the above mentioned date that the year of 2020, Aeon revenue declined due to lower sales which were closed during MCO. The net profit of data same decrease in the first quarter ended 30 June 2021. This is because of higher tax expenses. However, the net profit increased in the second quarter ended 31 August 2021.
Method of analysis that we will use in this project are knife forecast, knife with trend forecast, single exponential smoothing, and the Holtz method. Knife forecast is a benchmark model. This model is convinced that whatever occurs today will occur again tomorrow or at any moment in the future. However, this model works best only when the actual historical data series contains no discernible pattern, that is, in series which exhibits a slow change whether in trend or fluctuation. This is because the occurrence of any sudden change in the current data would severely affect the accuracy of the forecast value. In the model comparison words is usually pitted against more complex model. As such, the decision of the superiority of particular model over another is determined by the value of the error measure of the benchmark and the competing models. The forecast mathematical relation can be represented as Ft plus M equal to Yt. Next is knife with trend forecast. The formula for this model is Ft plus 1 equal to Yt times Yt over Yt minus 1. Reason for its popularity is it can be used even daily short time series. Thus, overcoming the common problem is the most organizations where insufficient data is a common phenomenon. This model implies that all future forecasts can be set to equal the actual observed value in the most recent time period multiplied by the growth rate, that is the trend value as measured by Yt over Yt minus 1. Therefore, if Yt is bigger than Yt minus 1, then the trend is upward. If Yt is less than Yt minus 1, then the trend is downward. This model is highly sensitive to the change in actual values. As such, a sudden drop or sharp increase in the value will severely affect the forecast. Furthermore, by fitting this model type will result in the loss of the first two observations in the series. Next is single exponential smoothing. The formula is Ft plus M equal to alpha Yt plus open bracket 1 minus alpha close bracket Ft. This model is the simplest form of model within the family of exponential smoothing. It requires only one parameter, that is the smoothing constant alpha, to generate fitted values and hence forecast. The advantage of this model is it takes into account the most recent forecast, and it requires the retention of only a limited amount of data. There is no need to store data for many periods. There is two ways to determine the best value of alpha. First, by means of subject assessment of the value or by applying an appropriate objective procedure, which is MSE, RMSE, or MAPE. There is 6 steps in fitting models. First, assume an initial smoothed or startup value for F1 and alpha. Calculate the estimated or smoothed value. Calculate the error. Calculate the MSE. Calculate the difference value of MSE. And lastly, find the best alpha values considering the smallest value of MSE. Lastly, Holt's method, that also known as Holt's two-parameter method. Frequently used to handle data with linear trend, it not only smoothes the trend and the slope directly by using different smoothing constants, but also provide more flexibility in selecting the rates at which the trend and slopes are tracked. There is three equations that we will use in this method. First is exponential smoothed series, the trend estimate, and the forecast M period into the future. This stage of model development is much more complicated since there are two parameters. Therefore, there is two approaches to the solution, which is first, the forecaster determine the best value of alpha and beta based on the data characteristic that requires significant amount of experience in data handling and modeling. And second is, the data series itself determine the value of alpha and beta by using computer.
Next, by using trendline and univariate model, we analyze forecasting for Aeon company.
This trendline graph shows the actual share price of Aeon starting from 26 October 2020 to 22nd October 2021. From the graph can be seen that in the early quarter, the price is under the trend line. On 11th December 2020, the price started to increase gradually over the trend line and sloped down for a few months. Then on 16th February 2021, it started to increase again. The highest peak is on 9 March 2021 with a value of 1.36. The graph contains a trend component irregularities but no identification of seasonal and cyclical component exists. The trend line shows a short-term memory effect in January 2021 until February 2021 because of pandemic of COVID-19.
By using the net forecast, the graph shows there are no such drastic change and it performs increasing, which exhibit is a slow changing in the fluctuation. By the result, mean square error estimation for this net forecast is 0.0008 and mean square error evaluation is 0.006. For mean absolute percentage error estimation is 1.850 and absolute percentage error evaluation is 1.3. By using the knife width trend, the graph shows the trend is conversely upward. By the result, mean square error estimation for this knife width trend is 0.0016. For mean square error evaluation is 0.0015. For mean absolute percentage error estimation is 2.692 and absolute percentage error evaluation is 2.189. Based on single exponential smoothing method by using the alpha 0.7829, the graph show have minimized error between cost price and fitted value. For mean square error estimation for this model is 0.0008 and mean square error evaluation is 0.0006. For mean absolute percentage error estimation is 1.8891 and absolute percentage error evaluation is 1.3258. Based on Holt's method, by using the best value for alpha is 0.7497 and beta 0.0048. The result mean square error estimation for this model is 0.0009 and mean square error evaluation is 0.0007. For mean absolute percentage error estimation is 1.9717 and absolute percentage error evaluation is 1.3339.
Based on the table, the analysis for the four methods of univariate modeling technique show that the best model for forecasting purpose is knife forecast because it has the smallest value of the mean square error, which means MSE, and the mean absolute percent error, which is MR pair evaluation part. In order to forecast the share price of Aeon for 1 month ahead by using the knife forecast, the forecast value of Aeon's share price is in November 2021 is 1.470. The ups and downs of the share price is definitely rely on political, economic, and psychological factors.